This video is for beginners who just got their Ricoh GR3 and want to dial in the settings so that they can enjoy shooting as soon as possible. I've been using this camera for almost 3 years and I've shot a lot of photos, so I've broken this video down into two parts. The first part is just a quick run through of the settings, and the second part will be me explaining the important features so that you actually know how to shoot and navigate the camera. Press menu here. That's how you get into the menu, and you see the tabs on the left right here. So this is going to be your still image settings. This is your video settings, but usually people don't record videos on the Ricoh GR3 anyway. This is the playback settings. This is going to be very important later on in the video, and this is the setup. Okay, starting off with your still image settings, doing a quick run through. Focus, I have it as the first one. Auto area AF, eye detection on, AF light assist on, snap focus 1.5. I'll come to this one later on as well. Yeah, full press snap on, focus peaking off, AFC, this one, exposure mode, okay, not available, AE multi-segmented, ISO setting, auto. I set it as auto, and the upper limit is 6400, lower limit is 100, minimum shutter speed 1/15. Usually when you go under 1/30th of a second, the shutter becomes blurry, so that's why. Flash mode, I don't use flash on here. Program, normal. ND filter, auto. Auto EV compensation off, link AE and AF point off. White balance, this is on auto for now. White balance fine tuning off, auto white balance still, movie still. Snap priority off, macro mode off, drive mode, self timer off. AA filter simulator off. File format, JPEG, you can choose whatever you like on here. Aspect ratio 3:2, crop off, recorded pixels, largest one, color space, sRGB, image control, we can come back to this one as well. Peripheral illuminance corrector on, okay, I'm not sure what that one is. Derange, highlight correction, auto, shadow correction, auto, noise reduction, auto, yeah, and this is the default. Shake reduction, this is going to be on. Auto SR, enable. Horizontal correction, off. Okay, and that's it for the still. Honestly, for the moving settings, I don't use movie settings because I don't record video on here, so you can actually skip this. Okay, so this is settings that are associated with your taken images. So if you want to edit your images, then you come to this settings. It has nothing to do with your shooting settings, so don't worry about this one. Customize settings, this one is quite important. So first I'll go into here, M mode dial settings. So I leave this as I put this one as ADJ as the shutter speed, changing the shutter speed, and then this one here is aperture. So for this one, ADJ, I think that's short for adjustment. Essentially it programs whatever you want to access here. So over here there's the image control, there's the focus modes. I pretty much I leave this honestly, when I take a photo, I don't even use this. So yeah, see, when you press this, it comes up as options for you to choose. So that's the image control, that's the focus mode that we have programmed in the settings in case you want to adjust it quickly, right? Change to JPEG, the brightness of the LCD screen you can change here. But when I normally shoot, I never press this at all. All I do is I change the shutter speed with this. See, if you look in the shutter speed here, this is all I do. Two of the most important settings in my point of view is going to be the image control and snap focus. Image control, this is essentially your Ricoh recipes. You can customize any of the settings and then program it to a certain user mode. They have different colors you can choose: standard, vivid, monotone, negative film, positive film. What I use is positive film, right? And usually every time you shoot, you would have to change your image control to whatever you like. But the thing is, you can also program it in Ricoh. So what you do is, let's say I normally use positive film. Let's say you want to use negative film, right? This is the colors of negative film. You would press OK. And let's say you also want to choose, you want to shoot in RAW file plus JPEG. So you have that flexibility in case you want the RAW file to edit. Okay, let's say you want your focus to be auto AF center. Okay, so those are custom settings. So you have all that settings, right? This is the negative film. You can see that this is shooting RAW plus JPEG, right? So what you do is you go to menu, you have all your settings dialed in, you go to custom settings, you go to save settings. Let's say you save it as, let's say YouTube. And it says assign settings saved to user box to mode dial. And if you want to program it to U3, for example, you would press U3, right? And now it's programmed YouTube to U3. So whenever you go to U3 here, right, it would have your saved settings in here. So this is how you program all your favorite settings that you like on the Ricoh onto one of the user modes, right? And you can have up to 3 user modes here that you can program. The second feature is snap focus, which is a mode that lets you pre-select a focus distance. This is for street photography when you're moving quickly. The autofocus doesn't have time to process your subject's face or be in focus of a quick moving subject. When you select a certain distance, you can be sure that that certain distance will be in focus. For example, if I walk past a person that I want to capture, and I would normally select 1.5 meters or 2 meters, and then when I walk past that person and I judge the distance 1 to 2 meters, I press snap, and then everything within 1 to 2 meters in general will be in focus. And this is given that you use a f of about 5.6, f8, f11. I'm sure your subject will be in focus. Okay, for the function button, this is, I programmed it to snap mode. So whenever I want to change it into snap mode, I press this, I press the function. Let me show you. See, when I press function, you can see here, and that's the snap distance calculator. So you can see the green part here. If I change the snap distance to 3.5, you can see that everything's in focus there. If I change the snap distance to 1 meter, I change it by pressing this, holding this, and then doing that. So you can change it holding and then turn that. So if you change it to 1 meter, the focus would be very tight, zone focus. There, turn it. You can turn snap focus on, turn it off. That's it for this video. Hope you got the settings that you want and go out and take some photos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.